Are you struggling to find the balance between disciplining your children and not turning into your parents? Do you feel or do you fear that you're becoming a little permissive or a lot permissive because you fear disciplining your children? Because when you do so, you don't want to turn into your parents because you remember how it felt growing up. If that is you, this video is for you. I'm going to share the story of a parent that I talked to 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to give you inspiration and information on how to absolutely you can discipline your children without the disconnection. Hello, my name is Marcela Collier. I'm a certified parenting coach and founder of HIC Parenting Education Agency. My team of coaches and I have helped 14,151 parents break free from reactivity, bring peace to their parenting, and raise emotionally healthy children. If that's what you want, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. I was talking to this mom who said, I just don't know how to find that balance between firm yet warm. It almost seems to me that I can validate my daughter. I can go down to her level when she's crying, when she's upset. I'm really good at seeing her emotions and helping her through her tears. But when it comes to her being in her no phase and everything is mine and everything is no, and she contradicts everything that I say, that's when I struggle to find that balance. And what she's found is that her husband, he goes to the opposite side. So she waits for her husband to set the limit, to come home and set the limit. So the daughter is seeing that with the mom, she goes as far as she wants to go. And with the dad, the price is things are at a different price. But they come at a scary price. The scary price that this mom didn't want her daughter to pay, that she paid growing up. Basically, her daughter is in the same pattern that this mother lived growing up, but it is provided by the two parents. So she said that her parents were permissive one day, and then the next day she got punished really harshly for things that she was allowed to do the day before. And unconsciously, that's the pattern that her daughter is seeing right now in her home. Why is this happening? Because this mother is fearing disciplining her child. She connects discipline with lack of security. She connects discipline with being scary, with being punishing, punitive, with yelling. I don't know if she connects it. No, she didn't say she said she never got, physically punished, but she connects discipline with yelling from the way she was raised and from the way that she sees her husband disciplining her daughter. So she fears disciplining her daughter because that's what she thinks discipline is. And if you relate so much to this story, I want to say that you are not alone. This is the story that represents a lot of parents that come to HIC Parenting Education. And I want to tell you that there is a way. There is a way to discipline our children through connection. Yes, we don't have to disconnect from our children to discipline them. According to our Parenting with Understanding methodology, parenting with understanding of what? Of what is needed for a child to learn positive behavior is basically having the skills to communicate their needs and feelings in a different way, in a more pro-social way. Because if we think and analyze children's behaviors, it goes down to that. They're struggling with frustration, so they throw a tantrum. They're struggling waiting for their turn, so they push their baby sister down. They're struggling to take no for an answer. They throw things or they yell at you. They're struggling to process sensory information, so they hit or they bite or they throw, and all goes down to a need, all goes down to what they are struggling with in their emotions. So once we know how to train them to say, hey, I feel hot, instead of just having a car meltdown, then we are going to start seeing positive behavior in an easier way, in a faster way, without disconnection. I train parents in my agency on how to do this. But in order for you to know how to discipline your children effectively, you need to know exactly what their needs are. You need to know exactly what is keeping you in that cycle of reactivity. Maybe you are permissive until you cannot hold it any longer and you yell. In this story, in the case of this mom's story, she waited for her husband to be the one who yells so she didn't feel the guilt. But if you are the one who ends up yelling after allowing things, after giving in to things, after feeling like, oh, I'm so permissive, then I want to tell you that there is a better way. Get really good at understanding your children's needs, and that will help you break free from a lot of reactivity, bring peace to your parenting, and raise emotionally healthy children. I have a free class that will teach you exactly that. It will teach you why you need to understand yourself a lot more, your children's needs more, so you can raise emotionally healthy children with boundaries, with discipline, with accountability, but with connection, through connection and empathy. To access this class, I'm going to put a link somewhere here, or go below to hicparenting.com. You can open the description box of this video, and then the class is there. It is free. You can access it right now, and it will tell you the framework that has helped for 14,151 clients going from a lot of frustration to a lot more peace in their parenting. Summarizing it, the reason why you fear disciplining your children is because in your mind, you are connecting discipline with disconnection. Once you start connecting discipline with, I'm just helping my child communicate his needs, her needs, I'm just developing skills in my children so they can have a better way of managing their emotions and manage their behaviors, then you won't fear discipline anymore. Let me know in the comments, did you relate to this mom's story? I'm very curious. Who is the disciplinarian in your family? Is that you? Is that your husband? Is that your wife? Is that your partner? Is that your mom, your dad? A lot of times I find in coaching that the disciplinarians in homes are the grandparents. So there are very different family dynamics. I'm very curious about what yours is. Let me know in the comments. I want you to remember that it only takes understanding of your children's needs to transform your parenting. I'll see you next time. Bye.